6 steps: Food Allergy and Sensitivity or Intolerance Solutions. The problems with food allergies. A lot of misunderstanding surrounds the subject of food allergies and food insensitivities or intolerances. This video, 6 steps: Food Allergy and Sensitivity or Intolerance Solutions, shares simple steps to try and identify your food allergy or food sensitivity or food intolerance problem, whilst the conclusion is that most people are clueless about the root cause of the problems with food allergies and intolerances. If you're serious about watching this and other videos on our channel, please subscribe, and then kindly click the grey bell icon to be notified of future videos being uploaded to the Natural Health Guys channel. Do you know the difference between a food allergy or a food sensitivity or intolerance? If so, please leave a comment below this video to share your experience and the solution that was applied to get rid of the allergy or sensitivity for good. Here are 6 steps: Food Allergy and Sensitivity or Intolerance Solutions, including 14 tips to suggest an alternative approach to overcoming a big problem for many people. Number 1. Food Allergy Observations. The following observations highlight different attitudes and ways to treat food allergies. 1. Some experts believe that food allergies can make you suffer from systemic inflammation which may last for up to 4 hours after the offending food is eaten. 2. A food allergy may manifest in the form of mental fog, fatigue, depression and anxiety. 3. Eliminating those common food allergens from your diet for a certain period of time may eliminate the stressors and help renew your health. 4. The subject of food allergies remains controversial as some conventional doctors don't believe that a food allergy is a common condition. 5. On the other hand, alternative doctors believe that food allergens are quite common, and that many people experience this condition. 6. The symptoms of a food allergy may include, but isn't limited to, a sore throat, sneezing, abdominal pain, skin rashes, itchy or runny nose, an itchy mouth, itchy teeth, diarrhea, watery eyes and headache. 7. Some life-threatening food allergy symptoms may include difficulty in breathing or swallowing. 8. Many people experience abnormal reactions after ingesting a particular food, and suspect that they're allergic to it. 9. Statistics show that only up to 5% of the adult population, and up to 8% of the younger population, have been found to be allergic to certain food groups. 10. Others who experienced negative reactions after eating specific foods were diagnosed as having a food intolerance and not a food allergy. Number 2. What's the difference between a food allergy and a food sensitivity or intolerance? There are a number of subtle, but key differences to watch out for. 1. Whilst symptoms of food allergies or food sensitivity are very similar, the body's reaction is very different. 2. A food allergy is triggered by an individual's reaction by the immune system to a certain food. 3. On the other hand, food sensitivity refers to those symptoms that do not result from a reaction by a person's immune system. 4. You can suffer from food sensitivity because your body lacks the relevant enzymes to properly digest the food. 5. It may be difficult to determine if the observed symptoms are caused by insensitivity or allergy to a particular food. 6. If self-monitoring is inconclusive, it may be necessary to seek the assistance of a doctor or dietitian. 7. If the symptoms are more discomforting than dangerous, it's worth becoming more aware of specific foods that you eat, and your body's reaction to them. 8. Once the food type is identified, the suggested techniques below should assist in reducing symptoms of food insensitivity and food allergy. Number 3. How to reduce negative reactions caused by food allergies and food sensitivity. 1. Tried and tested techniques are available to enable you to reduce or eliminate the effects of food allergies. 2. A low allergen diet may vary from one person to another, depending on the severity of the symptoms. 3. Keep a daily journal of what you eat and drink, and the times of the day that you consume, to build up patterns of behavior and reactions. Number 4. Take a break from eating the offending food. 1. This is undertaken once the offending food is identified and the person refrains from eating it for a period of time. 2. The period of abstinence from the trigger food will vary, and may be as long as many months. 3. The goal is that the body's immune system forgets the food and stops seeing it as a threat to defend against, and consequently setting up an immune reaction. 4. It may be necessary to completely eliminate the food from your diet, especially in cases of severe reaction, where the symptoms may be life-threatening. Number 5. Eat the food on a rotation basis. 1. This is when the food that caused the allergy is still eaten but only once or twice a week, giving the body enough time to clear the offending food before reintroducing the same kind of food into the body. 2. This can be very effective in cases of food sensitivity, as the digestive system is not overloaded with foods it has trouble digesting, due to reduced enzyme levels. Number 6. Summary and conclusion. Having a negative reaction to food can be extremely uncomfortable and, in some cases, embarrassing. And to realize that your body reacts adversely to certain food types should be the first step to taking action to put matters right. So, when taking into account all of the observations mentioned earlier, consider the following. 1. The steps highlighted above are all very admirable, and can help a lot of people to change their lifestyle with a lot of success, and enjoy a relatively comfortable life. 2. However, for many people, and that may include you, there's an underlying problem that whatever steps you put in place, a problem still persists. 3. If you go to see your doctor, the likelihood is that you'll be put on medication. 4. And that often creates side effects that make you feel even worse. 5. The problem with all of the above steps and solutions is that you go through a process of elimination, trying to find those 1 or 2 or more food types that are the cause of your gut and health problems. 6. It's a case of guessing what the problem is, and hoping that a particular course of action you take, or the medication prescribed by the doctor, is going to work. 7. If you're lucky enough to have X-rays taken of your internal organs, it might narrow the possible reasons for your food allergy or insensitivity, but it's still a guessing game. 8. The key to finding out what your food intolerance is, irrespective of whether it's a food allergy or a food insensitivity and intolerance, is if you have chronic inflammation at a cellular health level. 9. We touched on this in earlier videos, and if your cellular health is out of balance, that is, it's pro-inflammatory, then you need to consider putting this right first. 10. Remember, your diet today is likely to be mainly made up of processed and ultra-processed food that's full of inflammatory essential fatty acids, whilst you're also starving your body of healthy nutrients, vitamins, antioxidant polyphenols, minerals, and anti-inflammatory essential fatty acids. 11. The first observation above at the very beginning refers to systemic inflammation, which means being in a pro-inflammatory state, but most doctors suggest that it's the food intolerance itself that triggers the pro-inflammatory state. 12. The pro-inflammatory state is actually at the foundational, cellular health level, and it's this that should be tackled first. 13. By taking action to get your cellular health in balance, there's nothing to stop you combining some of the steps mentioned earlier at the same time, such as cutting out certain foods that you suspect as aggravating your food intolerances. 14. Remember, if your body isn't healthy at the foundational cellular health level, then your body is never going to be right at a physiological and mental level. So, having watched this video, the real question you need to initially ask yourself is my cellular health in, or out, of balance? This brings us on to the next video in this series of Secrets of Allergies, where you'll discover different types of mold allergies. In the meantime, we hope you found this video, 6 Steps, Food Allergy and Sensitivity or Intolerance Solutions, helpful and of interest. So please feel free to share with people you think will also find this video worth watching. And don't forget to leave a comment or ask a question in the comments section below this video. To get more videos like this one, why not become an exclusive subscriber of this channel? By clicking on the subscribe button in the bottom right corner of this video, and then click the grey bell icon to ensure you get notified of when the next video is uploaded. If you'd like more information about the many types of allergies and how to deal with them, check out the other videos in this series by clicking on the end screen coming up. And finally, many thanks for watching.